The cabin door closes with a soft click, and for many travelers over 60, that sound feels like permission to finally relax. But the truth is, the most important part of your flight begins right now, in these first quiet minutes. Not at cruising altitude, not during takeoff. Here, in this small window of time, is where comfort, safety, and peace for the next few hours are decided. Most seniors tell me the same thing after a difficult flight. It wasn't the turbulence that bothered me. It was the little things I didn't catch early. A stiff seat that hurts your back, an outlet that doesn't work, a misplaced bag, a mix-up with your seat, a small mistake that becomes a big inconvenience simply because nobody warned you. But seasoned older travelers, the ones who walk off a 10-hour flight looking calm instead of exhausted, they follow a quiet routine. 14 simple habits that protect your comfort, keep your belongings safe, and prevent the common problems people over 60 face most often in the air. Today, we're going to walk through those steps together. Slowly, clearly, with real examples, gentle warnings, and practical tips designed specifically for older travelers. So take a breath, settle in, and let's begin this journey the right way. Number 1, confirm your seat before you settle in. When you're over 60, standing up again after finally sitting down can feel harder than it used to. That's why the smartest senior travelers do one simple thing before unpacking even a single item. They confirm their seat is truly their seat. Seat mix-ups happen more often than people realize. Last-minute aircraft swaps, shifted seat maps, or 2 passengers printed with the same number. And nothing is more tiring than having to stand, move bags, and shuffle down the aisle after you've already made yourself comfortable. So take a quick look at the letters above the overhead bins. 2 seconds now can save you 5 minutes of unnecessary strain later. Once you're sure you're in the right spot, check the essentials while the aisle is still clear. Make sure your seat reclines smoothly, your tray table locks, and your power outlet actually works. For older travelers who may rely on medication reminders, emergency contacts, or digital boarding passes, a dead phone isn't just annoying, it's unsafe. If you need a seatbelt extender, ask during boarding. The crew handles it quietly, and requesting it early prevents you from reaching, stretching, or struggling once the cabin is full. And one more important note. If your seat feels loose, wobbly, or uncomfortable in a way that could strain your back or hips, alert the crew before the door closes. After that, options become limited. A comfortable flight begins with a correct, secure seat, and this tiny routine protects your energy for the hours ahead. Number 2, master the overhead bin without straining your body. For travelers over 60, the overhead bin can be one of the most stressful parts of boarding. Not because of the luggage, but because of the lifting, twisting, and awkward reaching that can lead to shoulder or back pain. That's why experienced senior travelers approach this step with calm, not force. When boarding slows and the aisle becomes crowded, don't rush. Take your time. Stand steady. Keep your feet planted before lifting. A sudden twist while lifting a bag is one of the most common causes of in-flight muscle strain for older passengers. Place your suitcase wheels first or handle first depending on the bin depth. This small adjustment creates more space and keeps the crew from having to ask you to reposition anything later. And here's something many people over 60 don't realize. The overhead bin above your seat isn't yours. It's shared space. If it's full, move a few rows forward instead of backward. You'll pass your bag on the way out after landing. No pushing through the crowd. If your carry-on feels heavier than what you'd lift up a staircase, consider gate checking it. Crew members are not allowed to lift passenger bags for safety reasons, and forcing it can put unnecessary strain on your back or shoulders. Most importantly, keep your essential items, medication, passport, phone, and anything you need within reach, in the smaller bag under the seat. If your carry-on gets gate-checked at the last minute, you won't lose access to the things that matter most. A calm approach to the overhead bin protects your body and your belongings, and sets the tone for an easier flight. Number 3. Keep your essentials close and protected. For travelers over 60, comfort and safety often depend on having the right things within easy reach. That's why the smartest seniors rely on a simple rule the moment they sit down. What you'll need in the next few hours should never go in the overhead bin. Your passport, wallet, phone, medication, and any document you may need quickly should stay in a zippered bag under the seat in front of you. It's close, secure, and visible. Many older travelers find it reassuring to know these essentials are always at hand, not above their heads or behind them. Avoid using the seat pocket for valuables. Flight attendants call it the lost and found zone for a reason. Things slide deep inside, fall out, or get forgotten when passengers stand up after a long flight. The floor isn't ideal either. Those carpets have seen spills, crumbs, and everything in between. If your bag must rest on the floor, slip a small nylon pouch or plastic liner underneath. It keeps your items clean and makes it easier to pull the bag out later, especially if mobility is a concern. In-flight theft is rare but real, especially during nighttime flights when the cabin is dark. Keeping your bag zipped and within sight gives you peace of mind without needing to worry constantly. A helpful habit many seniors love. Put your passport or boarding stub in a small chest pocket or inside your jacket, a home base where it stays until you land. And take one extra smart step. Snap a quick photo of your passport and email it to yourself. You'll likely never need it, but if you do, you'll be grateful you have it. When everything you need is within reach, the entire flight becomes calmer and easier. Number 4. Clean your space before you settle in. For travelers over 60, a clean seat area isn't just about comfort, it's about staying healthy. Airplanes turn around fast, and even though crews clean, they don't always get to every surface. That's why seasoned senior travelers do a simple, quick wipe down before they settle in. Start with the places your hands and face touch most: the tray table, armrests, buckle, window shade, seat controls, and the overhead air vent. These spots collect the most germs from past passengers, and a single pass with an alcohol-based or gentle disinfecting wipe is all you need. You're not scrubbing, just protecting yourself. Many older travelers are surprised to learn that the tray table often has more bacteria than a restroom door handle. People eat on it, rest their phones on it, and some even change diapers there. One quick wipe turns that surface from unknown to yours. Choose wipes that are safe for your skin. Baby safe or alcohol wipes are perfect. Harsh chemical wipes can irritate sensitive hands. And while you're cleaning your space, don't forget your phone or tablet. They've touched counters, security trays, and maybe the airport restroom. A quick wipe keeps everything fresh before you settle in for the flight. This simple routine takes less than a minute, but for older travelers, it can mean fewer colds, fewer infections, and a much more comfortable journey. Number 5. Know your nearest exits before the lights go out. Most passengers think safety ends after takeoff, but for travelers over 60, awareness during boarding can make all the difference in a real emergency. You don't need to memorize the entire aircraft. You only need one habit that seasoned senior travelers swear by. Count the rows to your 2 nearest exits. One in front, one behind. That number is your guide if smoke fills the cabin, lights fail, or visibility drops. All situations where eyesight and mobility can become more challenging. In low visibility, people don't rise to the occasion. They fall to their level of preparation. But if you know, for example, 5 rows forward, you can move by touch alone. This simple step has saved lives, especially for older passengers who move more carefully or slowly. While you're seated, glance under your chair to confirm your life vest is there. Don't remove it. Just make sure it exists. Missing vests can delay flights, and this 1-second check lets you relax, knowing everything is in place. You don't need fear. You don't need anxiety. Just quiet awareness, the kind that gives seniors confidence, not worry. 10 seconds now gives you peace for the rest of the flight. Number 6. Use the overhead vent to stay comfortable and breathe easier. For travelers over 60, cabin air can feel dry, warm, or stuffy, and that discomfort builds quickly during a long flight. But the small vent above your head can make a big difference when you use it correctly. Instead of pointing the airflow directly at your face, angle it slightly in front of your chest at a medium strength. This creates a gentle air curtain that keeps you cool without drying out your eyes, throat, or skin, something many older passengers are sensitive to. If you experience motion sickness or lightheadedness, a little cool air directed toward your neck or chin for a minute or two can help ease nausea and pressure. It's a simple trick many senior travelers use for quick relief. And before you adjust the vent, give it a quick wipe. It's one of the most touched surfaces on the plane, and a single pass with a disinfecting wipe keeps things fresh. You don't need to overthink it. A few seconds of setup makes your personal space feel calmer, cooler, and more breathable throughout the flight. Number 7. Stay hydrated the right way, not the hard way. For travelers over 60, hydration isn't just about comfort. It directly affects energy, focus, joints, and even how well medications work. And airplane cabins are extremely dry, often with less humidity than a desert. That's why smart senior travelers follow one simple rule: sip steadily, not suddenly. Instead of drinking a full bottle at once, take small sips every 20 to 30 minutes. This keeps your body balanced without sending you to the restroom too often, something many older passengers worry about. Coffee, soda, and alcohol can make dehydration hit faster. You don't need to avoid them completely, but go easy until you land so your body doesn't struggle to recover. Bring an empty bottle through security, TSA allows it, and fill it at a water station near your gate. That way, you're not waiting for the drink cart, especially on flights where service is slow or delayed. If you're on a longer flight, consider adding an electrolyte tablet. It helps your body absorb water more efficiently and can prevent that heavy, tired feeling when you land. And don't forget your skin and lips. A small travel-size moisturizer or lip balm prevents dryness, especially if you're prone to irritation. Hydration is a gentle habit, but for travelers over 60, it's one of the biggest differences between landing exhausted and landing steady and ready. Number 8, support your back, joints, and circulation. For travelers over 60, long flights can be tough on the lower back, hips, and legs. The truth is, airplane seats simply aren't designed for older bodies, but a few small adjustments can make a big difference. Start by adding gentle support to your lower back. Fold a sweater, scarf, or small travel pillow and place it behind your lumbar area. This keeps your spine aligned and prevents that deep, dull ache many seniors feel after an hour of sitting. If your seat's headrest has bendable wings, fold them slightly inward. It keeps your neck steady instead of bobbing when you drift off, reducing stiffness and headaches. Here's a clever trick many senior travelers love. Use an inflatable neck pillow, but sit on it instead of wearing it. It relieves pressure on your tailbone and makes hard seats feel noticeably softer. When reclining, do it slowly and check behind you first. This protects the person behind you and prevents sudden jerks that can strain your own neck or shoulders. And remember micro movements. Flex your ankles, roll your shoulders, and gently stretch your neck every hour. These tiny motions improve circulation and help prevent stiffness or swelling, especially important for older travelers. With the right setup, even a tight economy seat can work with your body instead of against it. Number 9, create a calm social zone with the people around you. Airplanes don't offer much personal space, and for travelers over 60, a tense row can make the whole flight feel stressful. But seasoned senior travelers know a small gesture early on sets the tone for the entire journey. Start with a simple, friendly acknowledgement. A smile or a light comment like, "If you need to get out at any point, just let me know." This tiny moment breaks the ice and turns strangers into cooperative neighbors rather than obstacles. The armrest rule is simple and timeless. The middle seat gets both armrests. If you're at the window or aisle, leaning slightly away prevents silent tug-of-wars that leave everyone uncomfortable. Keep an eye on sound levels. Headphones that are too loud or conversations that go on too long can tire you and the people nearby. Seniors often appreciate calmer surroundings, so keeping things gentle helps everyone relax. And when reclining, ease back slowly. A sudden recline can spill a drink or bump someone's laptop, and it can strain your own back if you move too quickly. These small courtesies create a peaceful row, reduce tension, and make long hours in the air feel smoother. Sometimes the difference between a stressful flight and a pleasant one is just a few quiet, considerate choices. Number 10, stay aware without feeling anxious. For travelers over 60, staying aware on a plane isn't about fear. It's about calm, steady observation. The cabin becomes quiet after boarding, and this is the perfect time to simply notice your surroundings. Take a moment to see who's nearby. Anyone looking unwell or restless? Anyone opening the overhead bin repeatedly? You don't need to stare, just be lightly aware. Older travelers often tell me this simple habit helps them feel more in control, not less. If something seems unusual, mention it discreetly to the crew. Flight attendants prefer checking early rather than solving bigger issues later, and they always take concerns from senior passengers seriously. Keep your belongings where you can see or feel them. A zipped bag under the seat or a secure front pocket position is enough. You've already organized your essentials earlier. Now it's about keeping them close. Watch for small hazards too. Bags slipping from overhead bins, carts moving quickly, or items forgotten in the aisle. A quick glance before standing or reaching keeps your body safe, especially if you have balance concerns. If you're seated in an exit row, take a moment to review the safety card. Ask yourself honestly whether you could lift or operate the door. There's no shame in telling the crew if you'd prefer a different seat. It's about readiness, not strength. Awareness gives you confidence, not stress. And it helps ensure the entire flight remains calm and safe. Number 11, prepare your entertainment and protect your devices. For travelers over 60, nothing disrupts a peaceful flight faster than technology problems. Slow Wi-Fi, dead batteries, or damaged screens can turn a long journey into a frustrating one, which is why experienced senior travelers set things up before the plane even leaves the ground. Start by downloading your entertainment early, your movies, music, podcasts, or even a few offline games. In-flight Wi-Fi can be slow or unreliable, and waiting for a show to buffer at 12% is the quickest way to lose patience. Keep your phone, tablet, or laptop out of the seat pocket. When the person in front reclines, that pocket becomes a screen-crushing trap. Instead, slip your device into a padded sleeve and place it in your underseat bag for easy access and protection. If you plan to charge your device, wait until the plane is in level flight. Airlines often ask passengers to unplug chargers during taxi, takeoff, and landing, partly for safety, partly because some outlets automatically reset and cut power. Older travelers with arthritis or limited mobility often find it easier to handle cables once the plane is steady. And be mindful of overheating. Phones and tablets can get warm in dry cabin air. A friend of mine once left his phone charging non-stop on a long flight. It overheated and shut down to protect itself. Nothing was damaged, but it was a reminder that even small devices need breaks. A small power bank is often the safest and simplest solution for seniors. Top up your device as needed with no cords stretching across your seat area. With your entertainment ready and your devices safe, the next few hours become smoother, quieter, and far more enjoyable. Number 12, reset your body clock before you land. For travelers over 60, jet lag hits harder and takes longer to recover from. Not because of age, but because the body becomes more sensitive to changes in routine, light, and sleep cycles. That's why senior travelers use a simple strategy the moment they board. Shift your body clock early. As soon as you sit down, change your watch or phone to your destination's time. This small adjustment helps your mind align with where you're going, not where you came from. If it's nighttime at your destination, dim your screen, avoid heavy snacks, and settle in. If it's morning there, stay awake a bit longer, keep your eyes in the light, and move gently in your seat. These tiny choices guide your internal rhythm so your body isn't shocked when you land. Hydration plays a major role too. Cabin air is extremely dry, and even mild dehydration can make jet lag feel heavier for older adults. Sip water every 20 to 30 minutes and save caffeine or alcohol for after you arrive. When you reach your destination, let natural light do the rest. Daylight signals wake up and low light signals wind down. Avoid bright screens late at night. They can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making sleep harder. This isn't about making jet lag disappear. It's about arriving steadier, clearer, and more able to enjoy your first day. Number 13, ask for the assistance you need early. For travelers over 60, the smartest move on any flight is also the simplest. Tell the crew what you need before takeoff. Not because you're being demanding, but because early communication makes the entire journey smoother and safer. If you use a hearing aid, medical equipment, or simply need extra time settling in, a quiet heads up helps the crew support you without rushing or confusion. Flight attendants are trained for this, and they appreciate knowing in advance. Keep essential medications in your carry-on, never in checked bags. Cargo holds can get extremely cold, and temperature-sensitive medications, insulin, inhalers, EpiPens, are safest in the climate-controlled cabin. A small insulated pouch keeps everything stable and easy to reach. Some airports may ask to screen medical supplies separately. It's normal, and the process is usually fast when items are organized in clear bags. If you're traveling with mobility challenges, stiff joints, or concerns about balance, let the crew know early. They can help you find a steadier seat, provide written instructions if hearing is difficult, or make sure your essential items stay close by. You're not asking for special treatment. You're making sure your flight is comfortable, safe, and stress-free, exactly as it should be. Number 14, prepare your body and mind for takeoff. For travelers over 60, the moments before takeoff set the tone for the whole flight. When the engines hum and every seatbelt clicks, this is your chance to make your body comfortable and your mind steady. Start with your seatbelt. Make sure it sits low and snug across your hips, not over your stomach. During sudden movements, this small detail protects your strongest bones instead of putting pressure on sensitive abdominal areas. If an emergency ever requires a brace position, here's the safest way to do it. Feet flat on the floor, head down, and arms protecting your head. Hold the position until the aircraft comes to a complete stop. You'll likely never need it, but knowing it brings quiet confidence. Something older travelers often say helps them relax. Now, reset your nerves with slow breathing. Try this simple pattern. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale gently for 6. This activates the part of your nervous system that calms your heartbeat and eases tension. Perfect before the plane lifts off. If ear pressure bothers you, use soft swallows, yawns, or a gentle Valsalva. Pinch your nose and exhale lightly. These help equalize pressure without straining. Once your body is steady and your breathing is calm, take a final moment to settle in. Your seat is secure, your essentials are close, and you've already handled the steps that make flying smoother for older travelers. From here on, you're not just riding along, you're prepared. For travelers over 60, flying doesn't have to feel tiring or unpredictable. These 14 small steps aren't complicated, and they don't require strength or speed, just awareness, patience, and a little preparation. And together, they turn a routine flight into something far more comfortable and confident. You secured your seat, protected your essentials, adjusted your space for comfort, stayed hydrated and aware, and prepared your body and mind for takeoff. None of these steps are dramatic, but for older travelers, they make all the difference. Every flight offers the same cabin, the same seats, the same narrow aisles, but the experience changes when you change how you move through those first few minutes on board. If these tips helped you feel more prepared, or even gave you one new habit to try on your next trip, consider sharing this video with a friend or family member who travels often. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, practical travel advice designed especially for older travelers. Now I'm curious, which tip made the biggest difference for you? Your story could be exactly what another traveler needs before their next flight. Safe travels, and may your next journey feel lighter long before the plane even leaves the ground.